Well, good morning, students of Standard 9. Welcome to the third and final video for the chapter Reaching for the Top. We will be discussing the biography of Santosh Yadav, a mountaineer, a Padma Shri awardee. She holds the distinction of reaching Mount Everest twice. She is the only woman to do so, and besides that, she is also the youngest to do so, the youngest woman to climb Mount Everest. These two records still stick on her name. Today we'll be taking up the question and answers as you see in the subheading. So let's go to the first 5 short answer questions. Now question number 1. Why was the holy man who was blessing Santosh's mother surprised? Now I have given the value points over here. The preferred choice of the people living in the area where Santosh's family lived preferred boys more than girls. The holy man had automatically assumed that when Santosh's mother was expecting a child, she would also be preferring a boy. But he was surprised when Santosh's mother stepped up and asked to be blessed for a girl. This is what surprised the holy man, because it was against the norm of the society they were living in. How was Santosh different from other students? She was never satisfied with her position in the society. That's the first point. The position of a girl in a Haryana society was not acceptable to Santosh. She preferred shorts over the traditional dresses the other girls wore. Her logic was, if whatever she did was correct, rational, and not harming anybody, she did not need to change. It was others who needed to change their perspective. Now, why did Santosh go to the village school? Simple question. Santosh's parents were affluent, they were rich, they were wealthy, but they were conservative. They didn't like breaking family traditions. They followed whatever tradition that was followed by their ancestors. Now there were 2 traditions in the family. First one, every children would go to the same village school. Even Santosh's brothers went there. And the second thing was, girls were to be married off at 16 years of age. But question number 3 is a 1-sentence answer. She went to the village school as per the tradition prevailing in her family. When did Santosh leave home? When means at what age? Santosh left home when she was 16. And why did she leave her home? There were 2 reasons for her leaving home. First, she wanted to avoid getting married at an early age. And second, she wanted to pursue higher education. Now we move on to the next question. How did Santosh manage to extract fees, her tuition fees, from her parents? That too, I told you, she was very clever. She turned adversities into opportunities. Adversity was a conservative father who wanted to get his daughter married off at the age of 16. Right, that was the adversity. And why was he behaving like that? Because he was a conservative man. He believed in following the traditions. He didn't believe in how the society has changed and modernized, and how girls play an important role in the construction of the society. They are not only homemakers. So when Santosh left home to pursue her higher education in Delhi, the parents, in order to get Santosh back, threatened her that they wouldn't bear her expenses. Now, Santosh in turn threatened her father that she would go out and work part-time and earn for herself to somehow manage her education as well as her daily livelihood in Delhi. She knew very well the father was conservative. The idea of daughter not getting married and studying in a college, he couldn't stomach. How could he stomach the idea of his daughter working for somebody else? So he immediately relented and he said he was ready to bear all the expenses because he didn't want his reputation to be ruined. These are the few value points of question 1 to 5. Let's move on to the next section. Is section 2, where 30-word answer, minimum 2 sentences you have to make. So I have given a few value points that might be of some help. How did Santosh start climbing mountains, or how did her career in mountaineering started? That was basically the question. Santosh, while studying in Jaipur, she lived in Kasturba Hostel. The window of the room opened towards the Aravallis. She could see the window, see the Aravallis through the window. And what intrigued her was, when she noticed villages climbing and suddenly vanishing somewhere in the hill. So she was curious. She wanted to find out about it. The mountain seemed to be appealing to her. And when she moved there, she found a group of mountaineers over there. She timidly requested them to accompany her, or let her accompany them. And they agreed. They happily agreed. You see, mountain sport is not a very popular, but not many volunteers come in. So it's hardly that anybody refuses anybody who's interested in climbing. So she was also taken, and that's how her journey started. So she didn't stop here. She found mountaineering very exciting. And what did she do? She joined Nehru Institute of Mountaineering in Uttarakashi, or Uttaranchal, as we know it now, to get further trained. And since then, every year, she went on a climbing expedition. That's about it when we talk about how did her mountaineering career begin. How can you say that she was caring, other than all the other qualities that she had? How can you say she was caring? She took care of a teammate at the South Column who was injured. She took very good care of that person, but unfortunately she couldn't save her. There was another teammate named Mohan Singh. He too was injured, and this time she sacrificed her share of oxygen for him. She shared her oxygen with him and saved his life. Right? So we are done with this part. Now question number 3. How can you say she was a keen environmentalist? The first thing was she motivated her teammates towards the importance of a clean environment, and together with her team she brought down 500 kgs of garbage on her way back from Mount Everest. When she was on her way back after a successful trip, she always collected garbages and brought it so that the mountains, the ecosystem of the mountain remained clean. How was her feeling at the summit, at the top? We call the Mount Everest is referred to as the roof of the world, because that's the highest surface point on the planet Earth. So what did she say? Basically 3 points are over there. You have to summarize in 2 sentences. First thing, said the way she felt could not be described in words. It was very spiritual sort. She was feeling connected with God. And the third thing was she felt very proud as an Indian when she saw Indian flag fluttering on the top of the world. Right? There can't be a higher point, and the Indian flag was fluttering. That made her very proud. That moment still she cherishes. Now question number 5. Mention the records held by Santosh Yadav. I tell it time and again because this is most important question. All of you must remember this. She is the youngest ever woman to scale Mount Everest. She achieved this feat at the age of 20. She is the only woman who has climbed Mount Everest twice. These are the 2 records. Those still stand against her name, and they have not been moved so far. A big record to have. Now, the fill in the blank section, if you remember the first 3 we have, you must have your books. What did she do from the window of Kasturba Hostel? She watched Aravalli Mountains. What did she write to her father? That she wasn't visiting home during her semester break because she was joining Nehru Institute of Mining to be trained as a mountaineer. What are the 2 qualities that the teammates cherish? It is endurance that she has and concern for the teammates. That's what the teammates cherish most. And the other fill in the blanks part, I've given the answers over here. It's assumed, rational, traditional. It's meaning actually. The sentence is given, you have to give the meanings. The first one is assume. Second one is rational. Third one is traditional. Fourth is urge, a deep desire rising from within. And being strong, being able to cope with adversities is called resilience or resistance. Right? So this will be all for this week. Till we meet again with a new video in the next week. Goodbye all of you.